I'm going to show you my exact method on how I create patterned outlines around text using Canva and iPicky. Hey guys, it's Alicia. Welcome back. Hope you're all doing well. Let's jump right into the tutorial. So I'm going to go ahead and click on logo just because I already know it's 2000 by 2000 pixels and it's just a square. And I'm going to just pick a random letter. Let's just use the letter H. We're going to add a heading. And I'm going to use the letter H. I'm going to change the font to Lolita 1. I like to use this font whenever I'm doing tutorials just because it's very bold and it works very well. It's very visible. So I'm going to go ahead and click over here and it should be over here. I just used it. Now I'm going to make this bigger. Now I'm going to go up here to Effects and I'm going to click on Hollow. Right below hollow, you're going to see where it says thickness. You can take this down if you want. You can make this very thick if you want. It really depends. But for the purposes of the video, I'm going to take this to about 50%. Once I have done this, I'm going to download this as a PNG and a transparent background. Now, if you do not have the paid version of Canva, you can go to Microsoft Designer and just click remove background and it does an amazing job and it's free. So I'm going to head over here to iPicky.com. We're going to click over here on the graphic designer. We're going to click on create a design and I'm just going to click another square. And I'm going to go ahead and add the image that we just created. And then I'm going to add this over here. And you can make this a little bit bigger, however you want to do this. Okay. Now I am going to use this paper, but I want to show you a little hack. Let's head back over to Canva and I'm going to delete this letter. Canva has, if you have Canva Pro, you have an amazing selection of backgrounds. So if you type in plaid background, which is what I did a little while ago to get this one, you cannot, Canva is not going to allow you to just download this. It's going to make you put something with it. So I'm going to show you a little workaround to that. Let's just type in another plaid background. I'm going to go ahead and select this one right here. So I'm going to go make this the size of the box. Now, if we were to download this right now, Canva is not going to allow us to do so. It's going to tell us that we have to do something to this. So there are a few little options around this. You can either take this and just keep the aspect ratio a square and do something like this and still use the square and then put your initials, or you can do this to the entire size of the box and then add your initials. So I'm going to go over here and add a very small text box and just put my initials, and then I'm going to make it small. And even doing this, sometimes Canva will say, nope, you got to add something else. So just keep trying until it finally lets you do it. And look what I'm doing. I'm putting it all the way down here in the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and download this. And before anybody makes any comments, okay, well, you're stealing, no, we're actually going to come back over to Canva. So I'm going to go ahead and download this. I do not want a transparent background on this one, and I'm just going to download. It's letting me download it. So now I'm going to come back over here to iPicky and just show you exactly what the next step is. It doesn't matter what image you use. Here's how the method works. It doesn't matter if you use a personal image that you have on your camera roll that you took of your dog. It doesn't matter if it is an image you created, an image you purchased, an image you had AI make you. It does not matter. So I'm going to go ahead and take this and drag this over here. And then I've got my initials down here very tiny at the bottom, so I want to make sure those are not in there. Once I have this covering the entire letter, we're going to come over here to the panel, the designer panel, and where it says normal, we're going to click lighten. Bam. Here is our patterned outline. And let me just blow this up so you can see it. So the entire outline of this letter is pink plaid outline. So now I'm going to go ahead and save this. I was messing around with this earlier and I got sidetracked with another task, so I had to stop. I always put this on the highest quality and PNG, and then you can name this whatever you want. I'm just going to put H plaid. Save to my computer. Okay, now we're going to head back over to Canva. Once we're back in Canva, I'm going to go ahead and upload this letter, and I'm going to tap and put it over here. And for the time being, I'm just going to throw this up here in the upper left-hand corner. And also, very important, make sure to hit background remover. Okay. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add another heading, and we're going to add the same H in the same font. Now, you've got some choices here. You can make this whatever color you want it, but here's what I like to do. I like to go up here where the text color is and use the color dropper. And then take the color dropper, and I'm going to pull a color that is out of this plaid. Okay, once we have done this, I'm going to move this up here just a little bit out of the way, move this one here, and then put this and then make it bigger. And then I'm going to show you how to make it fit perfectly. Okay. So if you right click on this layer and just click send backward, it will perfectly make it fit inside of this outline for you. Next, I like to just take and group it together, and we can make this bigger. You can do this with any image. It doesn't matter what you want to do. You can even change the colors of these if you really want. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next one.